name.
And welcome back. Well, our next guest believes it's never too early to talk to your kids about big concepts like goal setting and pursuing your dreams.
Joining us now is Tiffany Gratton-McDuffie. She is the founder of Purposeful Play and author of this book now, Blurry Brown Eyes, a kid's book about vision, resilience, and confidence. It's hilarious that you told her, oh, you have a really cute name.
Yeah,
such a cute name.
I'm flanked by two Tiffanys. Great
Best
to
day
see
of your
you.
life.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, congratulations on this book, A Labor of Love, it sounds like.
It is. I am so excited about it.
Good for you. There's such big topics, things like vision, goal setting, tough for even adults, resilience, which we know we need to teach our kids, but it sounds easy, but it's much tougher, I think, in reality.
Very true.
You think these concepts are too big for little kids?
I think as parents, we want our kids to work hard, to set goals for themselves, to get good grades, to do their chores. And so these concepts really help them do those things. And so the earlier we start talking about them and actually labeling them as what they are, the better it is and the more our kids will take them on.
The first series of books that you have is on this growth mindset for kids, right?
Yeah,
what does that mean to have a growth mindset?
To just really be able to bounce back from those challenges that life throws at you.
It's hard being a kid.
It is, and you know, parents don't think it is. They're like, you don't have to go to work, but at the same point in time, school is work, making new friendships, you know, fighting through things when they're difficult. Kids have big emotions. And so just being able to handle those emotions, recognize them and move on is something that they can do if we start talking about it early.
How are you going to get this book? Tell us about the book and how are you going to get it in the hands of kids?
So Blurry Brown Eyes is really a book about a boy who loves basketball and he's benched. So he's like, oh my gosh, you know, like, how am I going to get on the bench? He talks to his friend. He's having this dream that he's going to be able to do it. His friend's like, no way. And he loses everything and all of his confidence. And so he works really hard to get it back. I'm going to do some read and play events at the local schools and really focus on like that 3rd grade level where reading is so fundamental and there's like a make or break in the Milwaukee school system for readers at that age. So we're going to...
I see those kids reading it. That's cute.
It is cute, and I love it. And I love that you talk about this aspect of play. You're wearing your shirt, Purposeful Play.
Absolutely.
And that's really kind of a part of what you just said. You're going to go and you're also going to do some different play activities. Why is that an important part of this learning or even literature?
I think just making it fun, not another thing to do, but something, you know, using the lens of sports helps them to be able to relate to it. Even if you're not an athlete, you've come across some of these things, you know someone else who plays. And so using something fun and then embedding some games as we're reading the book makes the kids be like, okay, you know, we'll do it.
Yeah. And I think I like the theme too, in that every kid wants to be the star of his or her team. But the reality is, if you've got a team, usually there are only a few stars. So it's important to remember everybody who's on a team, including the ones who spend more time on the bench than on the field or on the court.
Absolutely. And for them not to lose confidence, it can't play. We always say we bring out the champion in every child. And that way, it's just like really helping them discover their own personal passions. So whether it's sport or if it's dance or if it's art, you know, like whatever it is, just really cultivating that in kids is important.
Okay, so I got to say something because you graduated high school at 16.
I did.
Which, I mean, clearly this is something, and you were a military kid, right?
I was.
So you went through what, like 12 different schools?
It's so funny when I tell people that. I'm like, not one every year, but sometimes 2 or 3 in one year. And so I was always the new kid on the blocks.
I just think the fact that then you clearly had to set goals for yourself. And one of the things you talk about is doing vision board events with kids. I wonder your thoughts on vision boards, because some people are really big fans and other people are like, I don't get it.
So sometimes I think I used to be one who was totally against them, which is funny, but I think that just being able to see it visually, especially for kids, and making a plan, and that's why we call them read, plan, and play events, because we're going to set the vision board, but we also want to make a plan. So you want to be on the honor roll. Well, what are you going to do to get there? And so I think as long as you're pairing it with an action plan, then vision boards are fine. If you just make it pretty,
right, you're just cutting pictures out to cut pictures out and paste them.
We're going to make a plan with it.
I like that.
Saturday, March 21st, there's the Family Affair Expo at State Fair Park Grounds. You're going to be there, right, from 12 to 2 o'clock, and people can look for you there.
Absolutely.
Find out more about the book, which is fantastic. You can go to blurrybrownyes.com to learn more about this fantastic book and to find out more, too, about the event that you'll be at.
Congratulations.
Yeah, this is exciting.
Yeah, I love it. Love the concept.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tiffany.
Thank you.